So think about a time where they have found something of yours and just completely destroyed it or tore up a personal item, and you just got so angry that you thought about maybe, wanting to throw it outside or something. I don't know. So not all of you have cats, or have thought about the fact of declawing, which is interesting. But think about it. Do you think that it's okay for cats to undergo a surgical procedure in order to get their claws removed? It's yes or no. And think about why you chose that answer. Okay. My name is Emily, and before I had knowledge of what ochoectomy was, I would agree that it was okay to declaw your cats, because I was selfish and thought about my personal items rather than, the live being animal. For years, vets have provided procedures to please owners and to prevent destruction upon personal items. And most owners nowadays, they have no idea behind ochoectomy and what happens actually. So here I'll show you. Declawing can have negative health results, and it can mess up the anatomy of the cats. All cats have the same anatomy no matter what cat they are. So today I'll tell you about what ochoectomy is, and surgical statistics, medical complications, and why you should reconsider, and what you can do instead. So ochoectomy is the removal of the bone in the nail bed. So cats come in different breeds, colors, have different physical features, but that doesn't stop them from having the same anatomy. As said on ASPCA.org, it said that the goal was to completely remove the bone and separate it in order so the nail bed won't grow back. The bone is cut off at the knuckle, which leaves nubs of tissues due to the body automatically growing the tissue back. So I just want everyone to look at your hand right now. Just look at the front of your hand and see the knuckle right on your fingernail. Think of you getting that surgically removed, and you won't have those. We use our nails for a lot of stuff, and we paint them, we scratch stuff. There's a lot of stuff that we do with it. It's kind of the same for cats. So what they do is they use a small guillotine, which basically is just a clean cut from the bone and the knuckle, or they use a scalpel blade to dissect the bone completely, which is a lot worse than using the small guillotine. But for the whole knuckle thing about the fingers and the comparison between a human and a cat, a veterinarian who studies animals and not just works on them, but she studies them on her free time. She was the one that came up with that analogy. So after surgery, the cats can run into some difficulties. It's obvious that the procedure and the anesthesia wears off, the cats are going to follow some pain. So on an article about feline health, it was said that cats would have to relearn how to walk and how to walk on the wrist, and how walking on the wrist can cause swelling to their pains and their joints on their upper body. So once the nail beds are gone and they try to grow back, just like us cutting our fingernails are going to grow back due to the tissue and cells building up. So that's basically what's kind of happening for cats, except it's growing under it, because once it's removed, it's still going to keep growing, because they can't completely remove everything. It's the bone. So things right now are already looking up positively for the dissection of nail beds. So concluding the procedure, there's long-term effects internally and externally of this surgery. So internally, it showed X-rays show before and after pictures of what the cats looked like when they had the operation done. It was clear the bone structure wasn't completely all there, and it showed that the cat was naturally unbalanced. So, as said before, the cats have to learn how to walk on the wrist. They have to relearn. This can cause swelling and it mainly causes a lot of pain on their upper body because they use their front paws for a lot more than we think they do. This can also cause arthritis and especially on an older cat. So on a debate website, in a written article on PETA.org, it stated that cats can change psychologically. Their behavior worsens, it becomes more aggressive, and it tends to bite more. So externally, these cats become aggressive, and it affects everyday life for them. So once they're declawed, they're unlikely to use the litter box. They're more likely to go outside of it because they're not able to cover up their feces. And you have to get a certain type of litter in order to for them to use it. And they use their claws mainly just to cover it up, but once their claws are gone, they're more likely to get infected. So we all know their front paws are used for protection. Without that protection, they're going to tend to bite more because they don't have anything to defend themselves, which is them being more aggressive. So, and cats are notorious for climbing because they're wild. And clawing makes it harder for cats to climb anywhere on everyday things like their beds and where they tend to rest on. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna go back. I should have warned you guys. I totally meant to. So, yeah, that slide has some pretty graphic pictures. I don't know if you guys would be able to look at it. It's not too bad, but I'm so sorry. Okay. So this first picture is a cat undergoing the procedure, and he's under anesthesia. And the second picture is after the surgery with their paws, his claws are already removed and his paws are wrapped in bloody gauze. So this picture shows what it looks like after the surgery is complete, and that shows what the paws look like. You can see there's stitches and there's holes from where they completely removed it. And then this picture is just a picture of the whole nail bed completely removed, which is kind of gross, and it really, I don't like it. Okay. So now you know about the complications. Take time to reconsider your operation. Some cats from the beginning, they're known as natural and they're known as feline. And as feline, they have natural wild instincts and it's difficult for them to retain what occurs to them. So on a scholarly text written by Jessica Sorter, she says that many countries ban declawing, thinking surgery is way too cruel. It's mainly in the Middle Eastern and in Europe that has this. So US is pretty far behind. So anytime the rules are broken, you can be fined serious jail or be given serious jail time. Representatives in cities in California and all of New York put its foot down and completely banned it. So now there's solutions to keep under control and not destroy your household items. So set up scratch posts anywhere. I recommend at least 2 in your house so they can release emotions on the tweet and not your body. You can get their claws trimmed, and this is every 1 to 2 weeks to help prevent injury to them too. Also, on an article on declawing of domestic cats, it says that you can use temporary synthetic nail caps, which you can apply to them every 4 to 6 weeks. Okay, so in conclusion, without the knowledge of laryngectomy, I would tell you that it was okay to completely remove the nail beds because I was kind of thinking selfishly and thinking about my personal items rather than what can happen to the cats. So, and I'm sure you can kind of agree on that too. So, for them to climb, it's natural, and without them being able to do anything, it can cause severe pains, and there's medical conditions along with it. So if they have these medical conditions, it's money coming out of your pocket to pay for what's being done to them. whether it's the surgery or post-surgery. So, and this also saves the risk of death for them because it can lead up to death. So, did your opinions change on changing and whether you should get your practice called or not? And if they did, then I hope they're for the better. So, even if you don't have any cats, keep these facts in mind when someone you know or someone you love is considering about getting your cats declawed. Send them this information and tell them about why they should reconsider about operating